Hi everyone, welcome to the video. I just want to do a quick one on the HyperMax theme that you can see here in front of you. We've had it in the build for quite a while. For those that don't know, the RGS build, links in the description. But I guess in general, this HyperMax theme is quite popular. Even in general, people using RetroBat and Batocera, EmulationStation, wherever. It's been around for a long time. There's been some issues with it in the past. Notably, on RetroBat, it seems to crash quite often if you've got too many systems. It's okay if you've got a few, but the more you get, the more it seems to crash. So what I've done is, obviously we're using it in our build, so I've decided to basically fix it. So I went through all the code and I've taken out some code that I thought didn't look quite right and deleted some extra views that didn't quite work properly. And kind of ended up what we've got here, and then I've went through a process of basically optimizing all the graphics and the images. A lot of the images are either PNG files or JPEG, and some of them were massive. Some of the PNGs especially were a couple of meg in size each, so that probably didn't help either with the speed. So I've been through, optimized all the artwork to make it the smallest possible size but without losing quality. And the theme size itself is now less than half of what it used to be, so it just kind of shows how much it's changed, and it seems a lot more responsive now and snappier to flick through. And plus, like I say, on the original version, so the HyperMax, I think it's V8 was one that's sort of in the wild. It just used to crash. Like you'd flick through, and if you try to flick through too fast or too often, or you had too many systems, at this point it just kind of freeze, and EmulationStation would just close, or RetroBat, whatever you're using. It seemed okay on Batocera, but obviously that's a separate Linux OS, and maybe it handles memory management better. But generally, the errors we were getting here in the log file were that it was kind of it couldn't free up memory or not enough memory, and it looked pretty bad. So like I said, I've been through now, hopefully fixed it. So this is it on screen now, the new version. You can see it's a lot snappier to flick through. If you use a page up, page down, you can flick through pages at a time. And like I say, in the past, this would just crash it, and it would just bomb out at this point. And like I say, you can see the build I'm using here is obviously the RGS build. There's a lot of extra additional systems been added and custom systems, so I've added all the artwork for those. So it does now support a much larger number of systems. One of them, Captain Power, I think was one exclusive to our build. So yeah. Just wanted to kind of share it and say this is a fix. And I think there were some other issues in the past, kind of more political, I guess, with the thing. I think the original author or developer abandoned it at some point. I think he had the story I heard is he lost some data, had a system crash, lost a lot of the template files for it, to kind of just stopped. I didn't fancy recreating them all again. Other people then picked it up and used the code, and some people, not too honest people, have taken it and sold it on, either sold it or have it as part of a build that's been sold online, which obviously isn't good. So I think it's got a bit of a bad reputation because of that. But the theme itself is still really popular. I really like it, so that's why I wanted to include it in the build, and I've included it in one of my previous builds as well, and it's been very popular. So hopefully that doesn't go against it. Like I say, our build is always free. It's completely free, available online. There's no chance of paying for it. So if you have paid for the RGS build, please ask your money back. It's completely free. You shouldn't be paying for anything. So hopefully we can kind of lose the stigma of the past of this theme. And so this is when you're in there, you can actually see it's got a slightly different name. Because we customized it as a HyperMax Plus PixN, and that's Pixel Nostalgia. That's the team that I work with, that we develop the RGS build, both for RetroBat and Batocera. I just wanted to kind of show this off and show that, in theory, it's now working. I've tested this for many hours and it's not crashed to me once, so I think we're all good. But I think I want to go through is, I don't think many people are aware there are different options and views in this theme. This is the kind of the default view that a lot of people see, and this is what they think the theme is. And obviously it's lovely. And you go in and you've got the nice game list with the wheel. It's very kind of hyperspin feel to it, which I think is what a lot of people like. But like I say, there is many other views which I don't think people are fully aware of, so that's what I want to show today as well. So if you go into the options, go to user interface, and we've got the theme set, but under theme configuration you've got the different game list views, and if you have an automatic that defaults to game carousel that I just showed you, But there are many others here you can pick as well, so there's a good number. So just for, you know, pick a couple like the coin ops type style. Just come out, let that apply. And if I go back in now to the game list, you've got that kind of coin op. So you've still got the wheel on the right, but you've got the fan art showing in the background, and you've got the arcade cabinet on the left with the video playing and the bezel at the top. So this is kind of that coin ops type look. If you come back out of here, I'll do a couple so you can see. But like I say, it's worth having a look through these. There might be some more that you like. Arcade, let's go for that one. So obviously this is just changing the game wheel view. So this main system view, it stays the same at the moment, but obviously we can change this as well. So again, this is slightly different. It's got the wheel here now, so it's a very slightly different view. It's probably not a good one to show. I want to show one that's a bit more sort of dramatically different. What one could we show? I think dark's more of a basic one. Yes, it's a kind of side scroll type view with all the see the logos kind of bounce up to the top. It looks quite nice. And we've got the artwork in the middle and the video playing. So like I say, there are many different views to this, which I don't think a lot of people realise. So I'll put it back to default. Game carousel. So if you have an automatic, game carousel one is one that's set in the code. There are some more basic ones here to use as well, like grid. I think is more of a basic one. Make this the last one. Don't want to bore everyone. It's only meant to be a quick video. So again, you've got the down the left-hand side, so a similar layout, but just slightly different. So yeah, just want to point those out. I'm going to put it back to automatic, and then the main menu. You can see you've got, how many are you up to now? Yeah, 23 different views for the actual main system menu, which again, everyone just sees number one and thinks that's what the HyperMax theme is. So if we come back out of here, let this load. So this is similar, but it's got the all the systems on the left-hand side now, and the picture in the middle here is slightly different when it first loads. You've got kind of system type graphics. Picture for the system, so it's quite nice. Let's just pick another one. Apologies if I'm going quite fast, but I just want to, so you can look at this in your own time. Just wanted to show you what you can do. So there's another one back on the right hand side, but they're in a kind of a vertical alignment. The rest is fairly similar. Let's just do a couple more. Well, number 4, I think it's slightly different again. Yes, this has got some separate graphics, and the wheel on the right here has got some different graphics. And so we've got this centerpiece here. So the actual pointer is now here rather than normally it's at the side here. But again, we can flick through nice and quick now. We don't get any crashes, don't get any delays. I mean, my system's not super powerful. It's a 4th gen Intel CPU with a GeForce 960. So by no means state of the art. But like I say, yeah, the theme now, in theory, I say in theory, I'm pretty sure it is fixed. Like I say, I've tested it plenty. Let's go right down. Let's go number 10. I'm not going to go for every single one. Obviously, that's for you guys to have a little look through, find ones that you like. Apologies for that, I had to answer the front door. So yeah, there's another view here. So you can see, gives that kind of arcade machine on the side there. So it's just just another look. So yeah, plenty of different variation to this theme, which, like I said, I don't think lots of people. Let's go right down to 20 now. Have a little look at this one. So again, we're back on the left, and we've got. See the window kind of pops in behind there, which looks okay. Obviously, some are better than others. But anyway, you get the idea. There's a lot more to the theme than I think people realise. I will go back to number 1. And there we go, back to the standard that everyone probably recognises. It's all different collections we've got at the top. So, there were some few other bits actually that, again, you can change. So the logos, you can actually, this is the logos here in the kind of in the button, I guess you want to call it, or the panel. You can switch that between carbon colour or silver. I do tend to often prefer silver. So again, so it's the same, but just got, they're all now silver lining. That's another little tweak you can do. So we put that back to carbon. And then you've got theme color, which changes just very slightly some of the standard sections of the screen. I don't think it makes a massive difference, but it's more about this. The menu here, you see, is now red. I don't think there's much on screen which actually is red, but when you go into like menus, it's now red on the side. Basically, I think that's all that does. But again, it's another tweak you can do. So there's loads of colours you can pick from. Fire was quite a good one. I think I liked this one before. It kind of gives you a colour. Yeah, so it's kind of going from an orange to a red. That's quite nice. But again, it's when you go into menus, that's the kind of the colour that it's referring to. What else can we change? So the theme help. Again, this is I think the writing at the bottom. Have we got fire in here as well? No, a few different colours in here actually. Make this red. You'll see I think the bottom screen, yeah. So this stuff at the bottom, you can change the colour of that as well now. I say now. This has always been in the theme, as far as I know. It's just I don't think people are very aware that it is. The icon set again is the icons down here at the bottom. I've got it currently set to Xbox, but you could set it to whatever you want. Let's go for arcade. I have this set in my arcade cabinets. Now you can see the buttons at the bottom. Kind of, it represents a joystick and the buttons of an arcade cabinet and the one-player button. So that's another thing you can tweak. Like I say, I tend to have it on Xbox One, but PlayStation you can set it to. So you've got your circle and your cross and etc. So yeah, it depends what. I guess you could do it to match the controller you're using. I tend to do Xbox One. Default. I think it's generic. Yeah, generic A/B button. So anyway, yeah, that's another little things you can tweak. There's sound as well. So I have the sound off, but there's different sounds. I don't know if I've got navigation sounds turned on actually, to be fair.
It is red smooth.
Let's just check in the sound options. And I've got the volume turned down quite a bit. Just turn that up. See, navigation sound is actually off. You need navigation sound on, obviously, for that to take effect. I'm not sure what it's meant to be when you're going through here, or... Pass. I don't know on that one, to be fair, which sound it's actually referring to. Whether it's... But then there's plenty in there. Have a play with that one. So I don't know whether it's, like, say, in the navigation sound when you're going through different screens or not. Thought it was. Maybe it's not. Oh, there you go. That's quite annoying. But yeah, that one's quite in your face, isn't it? So that's the default one. That's hyperspin. What's that one? Well, there you go. There you go. You can do that if you want, but that's probably get on your nerves quite quickly. So I tend to have it just off. Because you've got enough going on, you've got the sounds of the games, etc. going on. So last couple now. The theme animation, I think, is the animation of where the stuff's moving around. So if you turn animation off, that's maybe if you've got a less powerful machine. So you'll see now all these, so the logos and the stuff here is now static, whereas generally it's got that slight bounce to it. So you might prefer that, you might prefer not to have stuff moving around, but the default is to have it on, and I tend to like it. Custom video, I'm not sure. Again, you got on off for custom video. Whether that's when it loads, I'm not sure. Just have a quick try. I've not actually tried this one myself. So it obviously looks like it's going to play a custom theme in here, replacing the game videos. So I guess if you'd add your own one in, or own ones per system, I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll look at, see if we can add that in. But yeah, that's another option. Maybe that'd be a future option. So turn that off for now. And obviously, if you play around this so much, you break it, and you think you can't get back to how it was, you can also do reset, and it'll put it back to defaults. So if I go back now, it set it back to menu 1. This is all automatic. Let's set some stuff back. So yeah, that's it. Oh, sorry, the last one was shader. So this is actually, I do have this turned on my arcade cabinet. So it'll actually put scan lines and stuff over the top. So it makes the theme look quite nice if you're on an arcade cab with an LCD screen. So you can just see here, you can just about make out, hopefully, you got scan lines. These ones are quite subtle, but you can definitely see them. There. You can certainly see them in the menu here that they're on, and I think as you go through them, they just get more prominent. But again, the thickness of them changes, I think. Again, you can have a play with these and see which one it is you like. You've got CRT at the bottom, which I'm not sure what CRT is, but we'll find out. See what this does. I think again it's just scan lines, isn't it? Pretty much. Yeah, I think they're all scan lines. They're just all subtly different. But again, that's something you can play with. But on here, on my PC, I tend to have that off. Like I said, I do have it on my arcade cab, because it makes it feel quite authentic. And that was it. Yeah, that was kind of a quick run through HyperMax, showing that it is now fixed. Like I said, I've been scrolling through here. And normally now, I mean, I've got quite a few systems on here now. Where does it tell you exactly how many you've got? Game collections, yeah, 260. So quite a few systems on here. They are all turned on. I've got some grouped as well. But anyway, yeah. So 260 systems. Sorry. So quite a few systems on here. And touch wood, it hasn't crashed me once yet, so which is handy. So yeah, it used to crash quite often. Like sometimes you'd get into it, and as soon as you open it, it would crash out. So, I mean, I guess the other thing, make people aware that was obviously because of the theme, not because of RetroBat itself or anything else. It was purely the theme crashing out, because you'd probably find if you changed to a different theme, that crashing would stop. But I can hit here, hold my finger down, it just scroll through. I can hit page down, and it will literally whiz around the whole wheel. Like I say, it won't crash, and it's super responsive. So like I say, I haven't got super bang up to date system, but it works. It does quite well for me. I'll just bring this up so you can see. I'm not lying. So yeah, a 4th gen i7, so it is kind of a top of the range. Well, I guess it was top of the range at the time. But yeah, 16 gig DDR3, so it's an old system. and like I say, I've got a GTX 970 in here with 4 gig version, which all runs quite nicely for emulation. And obviously this is my day-to-day desktop as well, and it does fine. So you don't need a super duper system to run this, but obviously the faster the better. So yeah, that was it. See all the games here scrolling through. So yeah, like I say, I hope you enjoy. I hope this was useful. Maybe sort of made you realise that there's more options to the theme and that it's now fixed. Hopefully we can going forward just keep improving it. I'm going to keep sort of adding new systems as we do it and tweaks. There are some artwork I probably need to update and refresh. You can see each system has got these a console icon here. I think there are some that don't have the right one or have the default one still, but the majority are all present and correct. So yeah, like I say, I won't go on anymore. I've probably gone long enough. It might be a quick video. We're over 20 minutes already. But yeah, hopefully that was useful. Like I say, so the theme is included in the RGS build. It's also on our GitHub, so freely available. You can go and download it. I'll put the links in the description. Like I say, there's been some people in the past, I think, slightly dodgy dealings and kind of taking the code or claiming it's their own theme. Obviously, I'm definitely not claiming it's my theme. This has been around a long time. I'm not even sure who the original developer is. I think on GitHub in the README I've put question mark, because obviously if someone can tell me who the original author of this is, obviously give him credit on there, credit on the video as well. So all his work, I've just pretty much tried to keep it up to date, add extra artwork, and obviously I've fixed some bits and pieces, because I mean it was crashing, so it probably wasn't. I hope don't think I'm not saying it's down to the original developer. It's probably someone's tweaked it afterwards or made some changes and kind of not really knowing what they're doing, or but hopefully that's all now fixed and we can all enjoy the theme. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll catch you on the next one.